Can we bring back the MCU? What the hell is this? So
the MCU is why it failed.
That's exactly right. So you look at this cast and you see predominantly men, a few women. And what's interesting about people like this is that they ask for the MCU, but yet when we got the MCU, this was the result. $200 million at the box office worldwide for the Marvels. So these people that cry about wanting representation don't actually show up to see these things. They don't show up to see things like the Eternals that was going to save lives. They don't care about this stuff. Yet now you have predominantly men, which clearly shows that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has learned its lesson, not to put predominantly women in your movies because it will fail every time. It doesn't mean that this movie is going to be automatically good, by the way, but I thought this was very interesting, crying to bring the MCU back when we all witnessed it fail right before our very eyes. What say you, Steph?
The MCU is why it failed. And do you remember that Variety article, that big expose that had like the downfall of Marvel? And it was just a bunch of the MCU characters with a big down arrow. It looked like one of our YouTube thumbnails. When the MCU was prominent, Marvel was going downhill. Nobody was attached to any of these characters. They were given all of these powers, nothing earned. Everything just passed down to them. And they were also like, I think She-Hulk was probably the breaking point for a lot of people because you had this incredibly insufferable character lecturing the audience because she could break the fourth wall, and also lecturing the Hulk, who has been through a whole lot of stuff, and we followed this character, but because she's a woman, she's been through more than he has. MCU was like the breaking point for a lot of people, even for a lot of modern Marvel fanboys and fan people who liked all of the modern Marvel stuff that they were giving us, right? She-Hulk was the breaking point for a lot of those people. They were like, this show is terrible. It's awful. What is Marvel doing? And that sort of like initiated even more of a downward spiral for Marvel, because after that show, people were like, yeah, Marvel's kind of lost its way. I'm not going to invest any more of my time or money into Marvel until something is done. They're really trying to rectify all of their bad mistakes with Doomsday, because I think that like a lot of those characters are going to get killed off. A lot of the characters that don't matter, that people don't like, they're going to get killed off in Doomsday. That's probably what's going to happen, or it's going to get like rewritten, or something is going to happen to where all of those characters are going to come to an end, because nobody likes those brand new characters. Nobody is attached to those brand new characters, and they're failing. Those characters aren't bringing in any money. There was also, I think, Marvel has like an annual retreat or something, and I believe it was like in 2023 maybe, or early 2024, where they got together at their retreat, and they were like scrambling because the mood was just completely down, because Marvel, it was at a terrible spot. All of their movies were failing. They were losing money. Nobody was watching it on Disney Plus, so they had to come up with a plan moving forward. I can't remember if it was 2023 or 2024 when that happened, but yeah, the attitude at Marvel has been like, we need to rectify a lot of the mistakes that we're making. And I think that that's what they're going to do with Doomsday. So no, I don't want to bring back the MCU, because all of those shows were terrible, and this is coming from someone who watched a lot of those shows, a lot of the MCU shows and movies. And yeah, it's an inaccurate portrayal of not only women and how they act, but if you want women in the MCU, then they have to be characters that are built up from the ground up, right? They have to earn things, not just be handed it from characters that came before, that had years and years and years of build up and I guess like audience respect, to where like it's just fast tracked with all of the female characters. They're just given all of this stuff, and that you're expected to like them because they're women.
Well said. Well said. Beardo?
Yeah, Steph pretty much said it. And I agree that the MCU is why people lost interest. That's why we've seen diminishing numbers as far as the box office goes, and just people just interested in the MCU as a whole. But to be honest, for this slate for Avengers Doomsday, I think there's already too much woman in it. Let's get them all out. Get them all out. I don't care.
Like
Florence Pugh.
You want it to be like Bro Island?
If I could, I would. Yeah. Florence Pugh is. I don't care how hot she is. She's a terrible replacement for Scarlett Johansson. The only one I really care about coming back, that's a woman, is Mystique.
Rebecca Romaine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's get her. Let's get her and her entire nudity, naked Mystique in this movie, and I'm down with that. But get the rest of them out. I don't fucking care.
Well, I don't disagree with what you're saying. Overall, I think that Avengers Doomsday is going to be a massive success for them. It doesn't mean it's going to be good, but bringing the Avengers name back into it, bringing Robert Downey Jr. back into it, people are going to line up for this. The trailer is going to release this month. I don't know if we're getting a teaser. I don't know if it's going to be a full trailer. I don't know. I expect that to do gangbusters as well. So it will absolutely be a success. It's not going to save Marvel because Marvel has a cancer, a disease within it right now, but it will give it a temporary bump for sure. And that's just the truth. No, it won't. Yes, it will. Like people saying the same people telling me that the same people saying that this isn't going to be a success. The same people said Stranger Things wasn't going to be a success. It's absolutely going to be a success. It'll
make $1 billion.
Yes, it will make $1 billion easily.
Yep.
But will it make money? Because this movie is costing them a ton of money. So yeah. So but that's the question. Will it be successful? Yeah, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, we made $1 billion. But is it going to be like Deadpool and Wolverine, where the actual what is it called? Budget came out and it was a ton of money. It was like over $500 million. So did it actually make money? Was it actually successful? Now that we know the budget, this budget is going to be overinflated. I mean, they have a huge budget for this movie. So will it make money in order to be considered a success at the box office? I don't know, because of that budget's so huge. Will people show up? Yes, because Robert Downey Jr. is coming back. Not only that, they're bringing back the X-Men. What's funny is that people aren't showing up for these new characters that they made at Marvel. They're not showing up for
not
the new
at all.
characters. It's not like they're showing up for the Fantastic Four. No, they're coming back because Patrick Stewart is back. Rebecca Romaine is back. Cyclops is back. Robert Downey Jr. is back. They're bringing back Nightcrawler. They're coming back for those characters. They're excited for Doomsday because of those characters, not because Pedro Pascal is coming back as Mr. Fantastic. I think that's why there's so much hype for it, is because they're bringing in the X-Men finally.
And also rumors, Tobey Maguire is going to come back as Spider-Man. Hugh Jackman's going to be Wolverine in the movie.
They're throwing everything at this movie. They're throwing everything.
Ryan Reynolds is going to be Deadpool in this movie. And then also the rumors that Chris Evans, Steve Rogers is going to come back in one shape or form, whether he's going to be evil and he's going to be the Hydra Captain America or Nomad, whatever. As long as Chris Evans is playing some form of Steve Rogers in this movie. Chris Evans, who's not a movie star, but when it comes to playing Steve Rogers, people want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the same applies to like Robert Downey Jr. There's a myth that Robert Downey Jr. is this massive mega star, movie star. He's really not. He is very much a movie star as Iron Man.
Yeah.
If you put Robert Downey Jr. just in some random, movie without like his built-in fan base around it, nobody's seeing anything because of Robert Downey Jr. But in the role of Iron Man, it's probably the most successful box office character we've ever seen.
Yeah, within the MCU, he's huge.
It's absolutely insane. But yeah, outside of that, like Robert Downey Jr. has star power, but he's not a true movie star to the level of like Tom Cruise, which nobody is, But that's the point I'm trying to make, is like there's this idea that Robert Downey Jr. is a mega star. He is a big time star, but he doesn't sell movies by himself. He just doesn't, and the track record is there. Same with The Rock. The Rock is the same way. Like people think that The Rock is this mega star, which he is a big star, but people don't go see movies because The Rock is in it.
Yeah, how did that go for Black Adam?
Yeah, had that work out for
Uh-huh.
him. So, but Robert Downey Jr. in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Iron Man, and even, I mean, he's still tied into this. Like, it's still got the Iron Man stuff around it, but this is going to be huge. So, will it be good? We'll see. But it's going to be a huge,
gonna make money.
huge. It's going to make a ton of money. Profit, that's a whole different discussion.
Yeah.
But it will make a lot of money.